First things first, men that are too eager or too ready to have sexual intercourse with you. Like, I even cringe at men that talk about sexual intercourse too early. Like, you don't even know me. Like, I could have something that you can't get rid of. I could be a man. Like, why are you so eager to be intimate with me? Like, as I get closer to my 30s, that's just something that is an automatic turn off, and it's due for automatic termination. Like, I can't take it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Second thing, not being able to code switch. Like, I just feel like at this age, you should be able to adapt to whatever environment that you are in. I would never tell you to blend in with the crowd, but I just feel like you should be able to adapt. Like, there's no reason that we're at a upscale, you know, place and you're acting like, I don't know, that we somewhere where we supposed to be standing on tables or something. Like, I just feel like you should be able to code switch. Like, I should feel like when you get in a room with certain people, you know, or a certain environment, you should be able to switch it up. I just feel like, I don't know, it's like an ick. It's like, ooh, does she not know where she at? So 3, and I know y'all gonna kill me for this because I just stopped doing this like 2 years ago, but bonnets in public, I don't know, like, bonnets in public, even though I know what it's for, even though I know that it's to protect our hair, and you know, we may have somewhere to go and we want to protect our curls or whatever, I just feel like bonnets in public is a no-no, because I just know how people stare at you, and I know how people treat you when you are in certain places with a bonnet on. And I just feel like we're held to a certain stigma when we do things like wear pajamas and bonnets in public. So like, I don't know, like one day I just woke up and I was like, I need to stop doing this, because I've noticed the difference. I've noticed the difference when I go somewhere and I have a bonnet on versus when I go somewhere, you know, with the hat on. So if you know, if you can wear like a hat or maybe like a scarf, but I don't know, that's just me. Like, now I'm just like, ugh, I'm not gonna wear a bonnet in public. I refuse to wear a bonnet in public. Like, and I know there's gonna be people in my comments like, oh, who cares what people think? This is me. I know what it's for. I'm not trying to impress nobody. Well, you should care what people think, because you never know who you're gonna run into. You might run, especially when you're single. My mama always told me, like, you a single mama, there's no way you should be walking out looking a certain way. So I just feel like you never know who you're gonna run into. You might run into your husband, you might run into somebody that could change your life. So I just feel like stay ready so you don't have to get ready, right? So another thing is over sexualizing myself when I dress. I don't know, like when they say your frontal lobe fully develops when you turn 25, I wholeheartedly believe that. One day I woke up and I was like, I'm naked. Stop looking at me. Like, one day I just literally woke up and was like, why am I naked? Like, I don't know. Like, one day I just woke up and I just did not want to over sexualize myself when I dress. Like, even recently, I went to my best friends. I went out with my best friend, and mind you, I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes. So you know, I have clothes, but I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes. So anyway, I wore these like sheer tights and a top. The top was cool, but the bottoms were sheer and it was like see-through, and I was under the impression that we were going to be somewhere where it was kind of dark so you wouldn't really be able to tell. But y'all, when I tell y'all, I felt so naked and I was just so like uncomfortable the whole time, because I know that's something that I've been trying to pull away from. And if you go watch my other video as far as being confident is when you're comfortable, you know, in what you have on. Like that plays a big part in you being comfortable when you go places and where you're in a public place. And I was not confident because I was uncomfortable with what I had on. So yeah, like, I don't know, over sexualizing myself when I dress is just like, no. Another thing is like really big lashes. Like I had eyelash blindness. Like I used to wear my eyelashes so big, y'all, and my family and my mom and like people around was like, why are your eyelashes so big? And I used to get super duper offended. Like there's nothing wrong with my eyelashes. Like I can wear what I want to wear. But when I go look at pictures, I be like, what was I doing? Like I don't know, like really big eyelashes like just make me cringe. But to each his own, you know, to each his own. Another thing that I really dislike is like boy crazy women. Like everything does not have to include a man. Like we can do things without men. Like if we run into them, we run into them, you know. But as far as like trying to add men to our plans, it's just annoying. Like let's just say if we're going to like a girls trip and you're trying to include your man, like that will drive me. Something else I can't stand is mean girls. Like I'm not finna sit up and talk about somebody who has done nothing to me, especially other women. Like I'm just not up for being mean to other women, especially women who has done nothing to me. Like especially other women's physical appearance. Like that's just something that I cringe at. Like just making fun of and being mean towards another woman's appearance is just something that makes me cringe, because it's like there's a million other things we can talk about. Why are we talking about another woman? Like I don't know. Another thing is people who can only understand how they feel. People who don't know how to empathize and put themselves in other people's shoes. Like I just can't be around people like that. People who lack accountability. People who play blame games. Like you only understand how you feel in a situation. You don't understand how it could have made other people feel. You just lack accountability as a person. Like I can't. That makes me cringe, and it's irritating. It's very irritating, and I just refuse to hang around people like that or communicate with people like that. Like no. Another thing that I cringe at that I used to have really bad is drunk calling. Like getting super drunk and calling, especially if I'm calling a man. Like I cringe at that. I used to have that so bad to the point where I had to stop drinking. Like it was so embarrassing the next morning when you sober up. Like drunk calling and drunk texting is just super cringe. I don't know. And I used to have that really bad. Like I had to stop because it was just too much. It was too much. And it was embarrassing. Like another thing that I cringe at is women or people who get mad at their friends and expose them. Like I don't care what it is. I don't care. You can post a girl dirty draws. I'm gonna side with the girl who dirty draws you posted, because why is you posting this girl business because you mad? Like that is so cringe to me. Like I don't care. You can prove your point without exposing like personal details like that. I just feel like if you have a picture of somebody dirty draws or a house when you get mad at somebody, I feel like you was never a friend. I feel like you were always a snake. And I'm gonna side with the girl who dirty draws you posted, because you foul. Why are you taking a picture of my draws? Like I don't know. And you got one time to get in front of your other friends and act funny with me, and I will never deal with you again, because that's telling me everything I need to know. If I come around your other friends, or if I run into you and your other friends, or it's just a situation where I'm around you and your other friends and you act funny with me, I'm gonna stop dealing with you, because that's telling me everything I need to know. I don't play them type of games. If it get awkward when I come around you and your other friends, that's telling me everything that I need to know. I don't play them type of games. Like no. Another thing that I used to do that I cringe at now, and I'm so embarrassed to say it, but this is girl talk, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. It's like scrubbing the ground at public places. Like y'all, I used to be one of those girls that you would see on the ground, like scrubbing like on the ground and I didn't care where I was at. Like I got videos. Like now it's cool, like if we at a homegirl house or a friend house or something like that, but like to be in public places like scrubbing the ground, like it was bad. It was bad. Like Another thing, it's not cringy when other people do it, and it doesn't even make me mad when other people do it. It makes me mad when I do it because it's a goal. Unnecessary cussing. Like, I hate when I cuss unnecessarily. Like, it, like, just, I'll be like, okay, you could have used a better word than that. And I think it's more irritating because that's something that I'm trying to stop doing, is cussing. So like when I do it, I just another thing that I really don't like and that just aggravates me is just people who are angry all the time. Like, girl, like, why are you so mad? Like, you don't have nothing to be happy about today. People who are just always upset, like always mad about something. Girl, please. Thanks for getting ready with me while I talk about things that make me cringe, aggravate me, and get on my nerves. Bye, y'all.